Welcome, Virgo. This is your weekly focus for April the 29th through to May the 5th, 2024. I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get right to the cards because, boy, they really want to get played here. Okay, so let's cut the cards and see what they have in store for you this week. Our underlying energy is, oh, look at this, the Three of Swords for the underlying energy. This is about working on yourself. This is about pampering yourself. This is about taking care of you. This is understanding what changes you want to make in your life about you, your behaviors, your habits, maybe even your routines, the people that you associate with, the environments that you put yourself into. And really understanding if you get true joy from these things or if it actually weighs you down. Understand where the negative little pockets are in your life and try to dispel them completely. We are in a full moon energy this week, so it is a beautiful time to release, to let go, to leave things in your rearview mirror. And this is a sense of deep healing this week for yourself. To look at some parts of yourself and understand where you want the change to be. Now, our first card is the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands is one of enthusiasm. She wants to go forward, and the whole idea behind, and this is the first card. Okay, so she does take risks, and sometimes she takes risks. She's not as protected as the rest of the royal family when it comes to the wands, okay? She can get burnt by the fire, so to speak. But it's the enthusiasm. It's trying out new things. It's not having everything etched into stone before we start. It's about having an idea and then just trying it out and see what works, see what fits, see how it feels to you, see if you really are attracted to it. But there's a definite enthusiasm within your want to go forward in the things that you want to bring into your life. And so it's about dipping your toe into it, doing maybe a little bit of research on it, meditating on it, picturing yourself actually walking that path. What does it feel like? What does it look like? We have the Moon card next. The wolf stands in the center here. He's free, he's liberated, he's wild. We have the two towers. The Tower of Good, the Tower of Evil. And we have some choppy waters there. Now, the wolf does block the path, those steps that will take us over that water. And even when we walk across that water, it doesn't look like it's like a high arched bridge or anything. So I think we have to take it slow and steady. We really have to watch our steps. And this is honoring ourselves, honoring our heart center, honoring our morals, honoring our what we believe is right and just and true and strong. This is about cutting through the chaos of our heart to center ourselves. So, we started with the Three of Swords. This is a time for a Reiki section, or starting to do yoga, or doing something that allows you to stretch, to feel the freedom, to feel the liberation, to feel the blood flowing, to feel the heart pumping, to understand what things we want to bring into our life on a consistent basis. What fills us with passion? What fills us with enthusiasm? What fills us with drive? Where are we creative? Where do we allow our creativity to flow? Our self-expression. Where do we stand in our authenticity? And where do we hide that? veil that from others. And why do we do that? A lot of introspection this week for you. We have the Strength card. The Strength card is about embracing your courage, your strength, to taking a risk on yourself. So once again, we have the Queen of Wands there, who wants to take a risk, sometimes takes a risk that's a little bit overboard, but I don't think any of the steps will like completely ruin you or anything. It might not go the way you want, but you come out of it unscathed. It's not like you take this deep dive in. You're only dipping your toe in the water right now. You have time to pull back before anything detrimental happens, and you get to experience it. And it's about taking the risk on yourself, knowing that you've got this, knowing that you have the capabilities, the talents, the talents, the birthright perhaps to it is what I'm kind of hearing now. That you chose this path a long time ago, and now you're doubting the path for some reason, and it's about stepping into that path, immersing yourself in some way, embracing it in some way, knowing that it's yours, knowing that you can walk with a sense of integrity, that people can trust you, that people can lean on you, that people can, believe in you, and that you are going to do something wonderful and good for yourself, your environment, the world perhaps. But this is a sense of belief. It's about embracing your courage, embracing your strength, and taking a risk on yourself. Believing in yourself enough to take that risk. Okay, we have the Sun. Yeah, you've reached a point where you've gone through the lessons, you've gone through the challenges, and because of that, your energy is heightened, your vitality is heightened. So through all this inner work, especially this week, this is what happens. And what happens is you see the way forward. You see the elevated path or the new path in front of you. You look forward to embracing those challenges because you know that there's successes on the other side. You're ready for this new beginning, this new start. So in some ways, you can kind of feel that this energy is the thing that's driving you to have that heart-to-heart with yourself, maybe pampering yourself in some way, bringing yourself back into balance in some way. We also have the Four of Pentacles. So there's a little bit of imbalance happening here. I mean, it would really be wise to do like a chakra clearing or some kind of detox if you do stuff like that, or have a big workout so you sweat it out kind of energy. But you're hanging on to parts of the past or things that no longer serve you or help you move forward in a way that maybe they once did. They don't have the same value anymore, and it's time that you look at this. Once again, I'm thinking habits, behaviors, routines, but it could be people, environments. You're holding on to these past illusions of what was once happiness and joy in your life, but it doesn't hold that same meaning anymore. Yet you hold on to it thinking that somehow you're going to bring that back to life, or it's going to be what it once was. And to know that everything evolves and everything changes, everything transforms. And so what was once a wonderful thing in our life doesn't necessarily remain wonderful for the rest of our lives. And we need to let some things go in order to feel that freedom. It's holding us back. And so when we turn around and we see what's in front of us, we now see this pentacle, which is a gateway to a beautiful path of abundance and prosperity and love and joy for ourselves. Guarded by angels. This path is only meant for us. Nobody can walk on it. So if it takes you longer to get to seeing it, it's okay because it's waiting for you. So do the work necessary so that you feel that sense of freedom, that sense of liberation as you walk through that gate going forward. Work and career. We have the Ten of Swords and the Hierophant. In some ways, I think that you would be asked to be the leader or great guidance, spiritual guidance could also be. If you have a spiritual practice, this is a week where maybe some people are coming out of the woodwork, asking for your advice, your help your services in some way, in one way or another. And you may feel very tired. You may feel like, oh, but there is an influx of new energy coming into this path for you. Okay, so where you feel like the path is beating you up a little, or, you've gained a lot of wisdom, a lot of growth along the way. And yeah, you're tired. It's been a long journey for you in many aspects. But the sun is breaking through those clouds. You're going to feel the warmth of that sun. You're going to feel the energy of that sun. In fact, we have the sun as the overriding energy here in your reading. So the sun will be over you, shining down its light, giving you that energy, giving you that vitality, giving you that strength to go forward in new ways when it comes to being a leader or running the show and maybe you're not, you don't have the cap on that says leader, but people come to you. People know your knowledge, your wisdom, your caring attitude, your sense of practicality, and they want to learn from you. They want to grow from you in some way. But this could definitely be a spiritual path as well, opening up to you. Maybe you're just tired of what you have been doing and you want to try something new and something different. And it is in the spiritual realm. And I think that you have gained a lot of wisdom and knowledge that you can take a chance on yourself. And once again, we're going to maybe dip our toe into it, right? For love and relationships, we have the Queen of Cups and the Five of Swords. We need a healthy ego. We may take people's words wrong. We may misunderstand what they're trying to tell us, or we might be very, very right, acute, aware of what they're saying to us, and we're not listening to it anymore. So this is where we are going to, re-examine some of our relationships. We may have new relationships, and we might really align with some like-minded people in our life. On the other hand, we need to walk away from the negative energy, the negative people that tell you you can't, you shouldn't, you mustn't, you can't, and start being independent and strong in your own stance. What do you want when it comes to a relationship? What do you want out of love? How do you show love? How do you notice love? Okay, because some people, what they do is they give themselves maybe, or their time, or their energy, or their resources, and they give to show their love. Other people say it all the time. They don't do a lot, but they say it all the time. I love you, I love you, I love you, is like, just a part of the everyday life. You hear it like 4 or 5 times a day. We all show and express love in different ways, but how do you want it to be presented to you? Maybe you need to have some conversations with your significant other, or the people you love in your life, and let them know a part of what you expect in a relationship, how you want love to be seen within your relationship, or how you see the love coming at you, that you don't question it, that you don't worry about it. And a lot of that comes from a strength of knowing yourself and knowing that you are deserving of great love, and that you don't have to I hear dummy down, but but in essence, it kind of is. It's almost like you step into the shadows so that they can be bright. And it's time for you to stand in that spotlight and be bright. Does that make sense to you? And you can do that in the existing relationships that might need some open communications here in order to really step in that direction. But I think it's very vital for you to stand in a strength and surround yourself with people that are like-minded, that are supportive of you, that have your back, that love you with all their hearts, that are not trying to pull you down or criticize you in some way to make you feel like less than who you truly are. We have the Six of Cups. Somebody from the past could actually be coming back into your life. I don't think to stay, but to make you remember something about that relationship. Okay, and it might have been how at that time, maybe you always loved painting, and at that relationship, after that relationship, you didn't paint anymore. Have you ever asked yourself why you don't paint? And maybe that person comes back into your life to say, hey, you're not painting, and we want to show you why. We want you to remember why you stopped painting, because you have a great flair for painting. It's something along those lines for you, or it could be even, might not be even somebody that actually shows up, but you see somebody on the street and you're like, oh, I thought for a second that was, but they take you back in time to a place where you made some decisions that maybe have kept you safe at the time, but they need to be reevaluated in the present in order for you to go forward with the strength. We have the Page of Pentacles. By really thinking about how you can grow your wealth, how you can grow your abundance, how you can grow your prosperity, you may come up with some really fabulous ideas this week. And I don't see anything about acting on those things right now. Really, I see you, healing yourself and preparing yourself. But throughout that preparation, you are also going to get glimmers, aha moments, little epiphanies of things that you can step into, or ways that you can step into passions, desires, dreams that you've always held dear to your heart. Okay, and this is the time to start growing those ideals in your mind, in your heart. Start seeing the successes that you want to step into, the abundance you want to step into, prosperity, love. We have the Four of Swords. Once again, rest, recuperation. Take off the armor, hang up the weapons, lay down and recuperate, regenerate, heal. So that, that sun is, once again, the sun here we're talking about, shining through the window, telling you that there is a beauty, that there is a brightness, a light, an energy on the other side of that door when you are ready to open the door, when you are ready to walk through. So it's all about preparing yourself this week for new paths, new adventures. And until we meet again, remember, I do love you.